Oi, you! Shut your mouth and look at my wand! L-O-D-S-O-E-M-O-N-E. What's that spell? Loads of money!
Hey everyone, I'm Dino the Casual Diver, and what if I told you a microtransaction addicted tech conglomerate from China just bought a fair amount of shares in Arrowhead Studios? Cause for concern? Or is Helldivers now massive? Let's find out. A recent article from a leading Swedish business outlet named Dagens Insdustri reported that Chinese tech giant Tencent had bought a stake in Arrowhead Studios. So, what does that mean? In 2024, Arrowhead saw an operating profit of 729 million Swedish krona. Now that's roughly around 70 million US dollars. That's a handsome amount for such a small studio like Arrowhead. Today, according to the article, however, it has now amounted to 959 million Swedish krona. In total revenue, that's 92 million US dollars. So, due to such success, tech conglomerate Tencents has acquired a stake of 15.75% of Arrowhead. That's approximately $80 million, which now values the studio at a whopping 5 billion Swedish krona, which amounts to around 480 million US dollars. Johan Pilestedt, Arrowhead's co-founder and now creative director, called the success of 2024 a testament to the team's ability to resonate with players, and that the investment is an absolute game changer, stating that they can give us enormous economic leverage and that the potential to tap into the Chinese video game market is the holy grail for the industry. Now, let's talk about Tencent, as these guys are no strangers to gaming. They own or have stake in some of the biggest names in the industry. They fully own Riot Games, have 40% stake in Epic Games, and they hold shares in studios like From Software, Remedy, and even Swedish devs like Fat Shark and 10 Chambers. They're also behind mobile games like Honor of Kings and PUBG Mobile. So it's safe to say they are a pretty big deal, and by the sounds of it, they're quite aware of what baskets to put all their eggs in. So, what could the near 16% stake mean for Helldivers 2? As Pilestedt mentioned, that's some enormous financial stability, which in turn can amount to a possibility of so many examples it'd be impossible to list them all. New tools, new engine, more expensive quality servers, which also brings more possibilities to the game world itself. Better servers means bigger worlds, more divers in one area. Take your pick. Tencents are pretty well known for their games pushing heavy monetization. Clash of Clans, Clash Royale, Brawl Stars, Heyday for just a few, and you've of course got the PC titles like Valorant, League of Legends, Teamfight Tactics, all of which are using the Battle Pass model along with the seasonal player choice models. They also own the studio behind the new Dune Awakening game. It might be quite wise to pay attention to that game along with its community to better gauge how well things are being handled. So we want to know really what control Tencent has with 15.75% stake. Not a lot in all honesty. This stake provides Tencent the percentage voting rights in shareholder decisions and proportional share of profits. But Arrowhead's founders retain 84.25% of shares, maintaining all operational control. Tencent's influence is actually limited to, say, potential strategic input, such as expanding into the Chinese network and a seat on the board. It's also reported that Tencent typically adopt a hands-free approach with minority stake ownership, focusing more on financial returns rather than micromanaging studio operations. That being said, Helldivers is in fact one of Tencent's lowest ownership stakes, which in my opinion is themselves giving Helldivers the opportunity to target the gigantic audience in China and see where their little investment may be going. Seeing as a movie has already been announced, and we all know that Hollywood will do almost anything to please the Chinese audience, in my opinion, there's much more to hand than just the 15% ownership of Arrowhead Studios. I think this is going beyond just Helldivers the game. So, are you happy to see a big cash cow taking partial stake ownership in the studio? Or are you worried and would rather Arrowhead continue without such financial stability, but risk-free from where games usually go to die? Like Concord? Let me know in the comment section down below, and please do consider jumping on board by either subscribing or becoming a member. Thank you for your time, and I'll see you again soon, Diver.